Hello and welcome to this session. Today is a special day, 5th of September, and this day is celebrated as Teachers' Day. So my greetings to all of you who are watching this training program video, and also my greetings to those who have joined us live. We will soon be saying hello to those who are with us as live participants, but for those of you who are following this course as a series of YouTube videos, I would urge you not to miss practice. Although I'm not giving you topics for practicing spontaneous speech every day, you have the shadowing exercises available, and I did advise you to form coteries. I hope that you have worked on that. As for the topics on spontaneous speeches, there are some that I have already provided, and there'll be more that will follow. You can just ask a friend, for example, to give you a topic. Do not choose the topic yourself, right? Because then you might end up choosing something that you understand well and that you are comfortable speaking on. So ask a friend or anybody else. Ask an elder, maybe a sibling, maybe your teacher, maybe a colleague to give you a topic and speak on that topic. Make sure that you do not miss practice. Okay, so we start with the presentation today. It's a presentation on quizzes, of course. We'll be doing the quiz on linking verbs today. Linking verbs, as you all know, are, is, are, am, were, etc., etc. So some technical issues. I hope they have been taken care of. Okay. All right. So linking verbs are not just is, are, am, are, etc., etc., but they can also be words that connect two parts of a sentence. In fact, if you replace that word by an appropriate word such as is, am, are, were, etc., etc., then that is, are, am, and all other words of similar nature fit perfectly into that space of the word. We'll talk about that later when we start out with the quizzes. But before we start out with the quizzes, let's say hello to our learned participants. And of course, we will be having spontaneous demonstrations today after we finish off with the quizzes. All right, here we go. Isha, good evening.
Good evening, sir, and happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you, my dear, and wish you all the best. And may your journey to becoming a pro speaker. Just a second, let me adjust some of the technical things that are bothering me. Okay, just a second, please. Yes, Isha. So happy Teachers' Day to you as well. And I'm sure that your journey will be successful. You will be a pro speaker quite soon. And I can already see the remarkable improvement in you. The way you deal with spontaneous speeches these days is exemplary. You show tremendous amount of confidence. That flow has become very smooth. You are not bothering about the inaccuracies that you're making in your speech. Well, that is how native speakers speak. That is how expert speakers speak. You could make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but you shouldn't pay too much attention to those mistakes. And because of making fear, because of having this fear of making mistakes, you should not refrain from speaking. So you are following the principles very well. Thank you very much. And I received your message on WhatsApp also. It was a very sweet and wonderful message. Thank you so much. And that beaming smile is $1 million smile. Keep it going, right? Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much for
sir.
finding time out. Okay, right. And you didn't tell me how you are.
I have been never been better before. I have never been better before.
Okay, good. All right. Vamsi, good evening.
Good evening, my teacher. How are you?
Absolutely
Teachers Day.
fine. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Teachers Day to you as well.
Thank you.
My best wishes. And of course, you have all my support. And I really want to see you emerge as a pro speaker and to deliver speeches and presentations and public talks with confidence of the highest level. And that day is not very far off, Vamsi. You will do a great job. And 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 tell me again how you are. How are you?
I am on top of the world and I have never been better before.
Okay, I'm on the top of the world too, and I have also never been better before. Thank you for finding time out, Vamsi. Welcome. All right, Manisha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Happy Teachers' Day. And how are you?
Thank you so much. Happy Teachers' Days to you also. My blessings and best wishes are with you. And
Thank you.
how am I, you asked? Well, I'm on the top of the world. I've made it clear. I'm victorious. I'm on my way to glory. I will be vanquishing all the ills that will be coming my way. No obstacles, no obstacles will be able to stand my prowess. I'll break them all. I'll destroy them all. And I'll push myself and push all my talents to the hilt so that I emerge successful in every endeavor that I lay my hands on. And that makes me the happiest man on earth. And that makes me say, I have never been better before, Manisha. How are you?
I'm also doing fine, and I have never been better before.
Okay. Say it again.
Uh, I'm doing great, and I have never been better before.
Okay. Thank you for finding time out, Manisha. Welcome. All right, Kirti, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Thank you, Kirti. My blessings and best wishes for you. And how are you doing?
Sir, so although I'm not well, I took leave from office. But now I'm attending this class. I'm interacting with my favorite teacher. So I have never been better before.
Thank you again. That was a very sweet comment indeed. Very well done. You have already accomplished a great deal of expertise, and I'm sure by the time we finish, you will be a pro speaker. You are doing very well. You are on course. Well done. Well done. Continue. Continue doing the good
Thanks,
work.
sir.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Right. Good evening, Shivam.
Good evening, sir, and happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Thank you, Shivam. How are you? My blessings and best wishes are for you. Tell me, how are
I
you?
have never been better before, sir. And what about you, sir?
I'll say how am I, but first you explain how, first you tell me with greater rigor and greater energy and with a voice full of life and enthusiasm that
I have never been better before.
more
More,
energy,
more. I
more
have
energy.
never been better before.
Not quite. Say, I have never been better before. Say like that.
I have never been better before.
Good. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Some issues with my mic, so this problem will probably persist during this session. My apologies for that to all of you. Kindly bear, because I probably will have to deal with this plugin repeatedly because this is causing problems. Anyway, thank you, Shivam, for finding time out, and welcome. Okay, Pallavi, good evening. Pallavi, your frame is kind of freezing. Now, please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes,
Am I
Pallavi.
audible?
Now you're audible, dear. Go ahead.
Actually, the train is passing. So because of that, the sound is not
Quite
loud.
understandable. Quite understandable. So, how are you?
Good evening, sir. And first of all, happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you. And my blessings and best wishes will always be with you, Pallavi. You are doing well and you will be doing even better. Welcome. And how are you?
Yes, sir. I'm good. I have never been better before because you are my teacher.
Okay. Well, I'm your teacher. That makes you so happy. That is indeed musical to my ears, those words. And I will be by your side at all times, right? For any kind of support. Of course, you are a very bright girl and you know how to deal with things yourself. But if you need me for anything, anytime, right? You will certainly find me by your side and all your friends by your side, right? We all have so much of affection for you. You're such a wonderful girl, such a brilliant girl. You must do very well in life. Okay. And you will. Thank you, Pallavi, for
Thank you,
finding
sir.
time. Right.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, dear. Okay, Lekha, how are you? Lekha, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Good evening.
I'm good, sir. Good evening, sir. Happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you, my dear. My blessings and best wishes for you, Lekha. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Very good.
I'm doing everything is fine on my side. But I have certain like fears in my mind and in my heart because I have seen uh, a little fights in my gully. So it feels like afraid because I'm living alone now.
I understand, my dear. But conquer your fears. Nothing will happen to you. Trust me, nothing will happen to you. Right? And when you see such skirmishes, because people around will always get into skirmishes, they will do things that are hurtful. That is how the world operates. The world is not a place where you see intelligent people all around you. In fact, if you allow me to say this, you will see mediocrity thriving very often. The geniuses and the intelligent often have to take the back seat because the mediocres are in charge of things. That is the hard truth of life. If you see the people at the helm of affairs, you do not find Albert Einstein, Einsteins and Madame Curies over there. You do not find people like Margaret Noble or 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 Sri Aurobindo over there. I'm sorry about the mic because this is causing problems. 1 second again. Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So the thing is, you do not find the great people ruling the world, right? Do not expect Albert Einstein to be at the helm of affairs. You will find somebody who is not even 1 millionth of Albert Einstein over there. So you cannot do much. It is average intelligence that has to rule, that is ruling the roost. And since you are a bright girl, an intelligent girl, you understand the world better. You have a IQ, you have IQ and EQ of a very high order. So obviously you will not find the world very interesting and you will not find it interesting often. That is how it is for the people who are bright. That is why I suggest that you have to keep your cool. Try to infuse interest in things that are drab and boring, because the world often offers you to do things that are boring. Uh, it will not be talking about time dilation or Zeno's paradox, or it will not give you thrillers of the kind Agatha Christie used to write to read. It will ask you to do drab things because that is how the world runs. And in the process of doing the drab things, if the people were silent and peaceful, still probably it would be easy to accept all this. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. People are extremely violent, aggressive, arrogant, unreasonable, illogical, irrational, and with all the mediocrity at their command, they will irritate you. But that does not mean, Lekha, that you must not say, I have never been better before, because you have to feel you have never been better before, notwithstanding all the trouble around you. Now, come on, go on, say it. Say it.
I have never been better before.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's like my Lekha. So good to see you say that with so much of confidence. And that beaming smile, keep it going. Okay? Thank you, Lekha, for finding
Okay.
time. Right?
Thank
Okay.
you, sir, for being our teacher.
And thank you so much to all of you for being such wonderful students. A teacher is never complete unless he or she has students like you, right? A teacher will have nobody to tell things if there are no recipients of the things that he wants to offer. So all of you are also worthy of the praises that you are giving me, because you are learning. You are learning with the true intent of becoming experts. That itself is great. A student needs to have tremendous amount of receptivity and perseverance. And all of you have demonstrated that receptivity and perseverance. Kudos to all of you. You are such wonderful, brilliant learners and great people. Great people. Why do I call you geniuses? It is not important to be thinking like Albert Einstein or Vishwanathan Anand or Madame Curie or Swami Vivekananda to become a genius. You have to be someone who is receptive to the world, who's sensitive to the needs of the others, whose intent is to make peace, who's a peaceful person who believes to live well and let others live well. Right? That is the mark of a genius. You don't have to be a great mathematician or a musician, or you don't have to sing like Kishore Kumar to be a genius. To become a genius, all you have to understand is that the world is fleeting. The things happening around you are fleeting, and these fleeting processes will just pass off. New things will happen. Happiness is not permanent. Unhappiness is also not permanent. Right? In fact, the streaks of happiness are much shorter as compared to the lengths of, as compared to the periods of unhappiness that you have to endure. So that's how life moves. So let us accept what is there and move on. All right. So now, Seema. Seema, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Happy Teacher's Day, sir.
Thank you, Seema, and all my best wishes and blessings for you as well. You are yourself a teacher. In your comment, you wrote that you will be happy to be even half of what I am. Let me tell you, you are already far ahead of me, and you will still
No, sir.
you will still be further ahead. I want you to be light years ahead of me. I'm nothing, right? I'm a very ordinary soul, and you are very exceptionally talented, and I'm sure you'll be not just a great teacher, but a role model for others, for the society to follow. And that day will come soon, right? So not to worry, you are already better than I. But of course, I respect your feelings. I admire your feelings, and you have my blessings and best wishes. I'll be there by your side whenever you need me, whenever you need me,
Thank you, sir.
right? Okay, right. So
How
Pallavi,
are you, sir?
oh, I'm fantastic. I'm glorious. Sorry, I didn't ask this question. I'm fantastic, glorious, stupendous, tremendous. Okay, I have broken the spells of tempests to be here, because even the processes of nature come and bow before me, because my name is Biswajit Banerjee and I have the power, right? I'm speaking like He-Man, I know that. But anyway, that's how I'll speak today. All
Sir, you
right.
must be like this.
and how are you, Seema?
I am also wonderful, sir. I have also never been better before.
Good, good, good. And happy Teachers' Day to you from my side as well. Apart from the
Thank
blessings and best wishes, you're a teacher yourself, and I'm sure you understand how wonderful it is to be. How wonderful a feeling it is for a teacher to see his or her students thriving, doing well. So thank you for being a part of this group. Thank you for being here. All right, so we start with the presentation today. I expected a few more to join today, but anyway, notwithstanding what we have, let's start with the presentation. Here we go. So what are we going to do today? We are going to do exercises on linking verbs. Linking verbs, all of you know, are the words that link two essential parts of a sentence. Let's keep things simple. Usually, I could have said it joins the subject to the predicate or subject to the object, something like that. Let's cut out the technical stuff. Let's put it this way, that it is the verb, this linking verb, joins two important parts of the sentence, the first part and the second part. Let's keep it that way. For example, she is a good girl. She is one part of the sentence. A good girl is another part of the sentence. Both these parts are important, right? Because one part is telling us who's the doer of the action, and the other part is giving us information about the doer. And what is connecting the doer of the action with the information about the doer? It is the word is, right? Now, she is a good girl, which means it's telling us her state of being. It is the state of being that we call the linking verb. For example, I say, I have become a scientist. I have is one part of the sentence. A scientist is another part of the sentence. And become means I have become, to be. I have become a scientist, which is telling people, which is giving the information to the people who are reading the sentence, that I'm in what kind of a to be state? I'm in the state of in the state of being a scientist, right? So all I'm trying to tell you is that it is not necessary that you only consider is, are, were, am, etc., as linking verbs. Linking verb can be any verb, any action word that joins two parts of the sentence. Usually what happens is, in order to check whether a verb is a linking verb or not, although that's not important when we are talking, let me make this very clear. This is for your information. When you are communicating, when you are talking, all this information will act as background material. They are not going to impact your spoken English directly. So let's get this clear, that when you are speaking, you will be speaking with your gut. You will be speaking with your intuition. You will not be using this background information actively. Yet this background information may sometimes be helpful. I just said may sometimes be helpful. Doesn't mean it will be helpful at all times, right? So linking verb can be any verb. It is not necessary that the linking verb has to be is, are, were, am, etc., etc. It can be any word that links two parts of the sentence. With that said, let's start the exercises. Now here, please appreciate if you have an action verb that is directly telling you the state of being, like is, am, are, were, etc., then those words will obviously be the linking verbs of the sentence. For example, her favorite color is blue. You just have to identify what are the linking verbs in these sentences. I'm sure you can make out. All right? Okay. So we will start the exercises now. I'll not give you the hints because I know you are intelligent enough to understand. All right. Here we go. All right, Vamsi. Her favorite color is blue. Identify the linking verb.
Is.
Fantastic. Well done. Her favorite color is blue, which is to suggest that her favorite color happens to be blue. She is in a state of being whereby she finds blue as the most appealing color. All right, moving on. Lekha, the flowers smell wonderful. Just one hint for all of you. When you see no, is, am, are, were verbs, when you see no, is, am, are, were action words, try and replace the verb with is, am, are, or were and see if it fits well into that sentence. If it does, then the word that you have replaced with is, am, are, or were will be the action verb. I'll just give you one example. Lekha can take the next exercise. The flowers smell wonderful. What if I just replace the word smell by are? The flowers are wonderful. Sentence will still be correct. So replacing smell by are works for me. That is why smell will be a linking verb over here. Will you need such information? Will you ever need to identify which is the linking verb in a sentence when you are speaking? Absolutely no. All right. Lekha, take the next sentence. The cake tastes delicious. Identify the linking verb.
The cake is delicious.
No, that is correct. But which one is the linking verb here? The cake tastes delicious. Which one is the linking verb?
Is
My dear, there is no is in the sentence. The cake tastes delicious. The cake tastes delicious. Which word over here is the linking word? Linking
taste.
verb. Taste is correct. Why taste? Because if we replace taste by the word is, then the sentence will still be correct. The cake is delicious, as Lekha said just a while back. Since the word is works equally well, even if we replace the expression taste by is, we find that the sentence is still working fine. That means tastes here is the linking verb. Lekha, have I been able to clarify the thing? Have you understood what I'm saying? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my dear. Thank you so much. Your answer is spot on. Kirti, they seem excited about the trip.
Seem is the linking verb.
Seem is the linking verb. Spot on. Well done. Isha, the sky was clear yesterday.
Was is the linking verb.
Was is the linking verb. Spot on. Manisha, the music sounds soothing.
Sounds is the linking verb.
Sounds is the linking verb is correct. Pallavi, the dress looks stunning on her.
Sir, there is no linking verb fitting in this sentence. So what I can say?
Think again. Think again. If it is fitting or not.
The dress is stunning on her. It is no linking verb is fitting like is, are, was, or.
Sometimes you have to relax things. Okay, you can. Although, in a classical sense, you may say that no linking verb is fitting over here, but actually a linking verb is fitting. If you say the dress is stunning on her or the dress was stunning on her, the sentence will not be maybe 100% classically correct, but it will be an acceptable sentence nonetheless. That is why looks is the linking verb.
Linking verb.
Well done, Manish. Well done, Pallavi. Well done. Okay, Seema. The coffee became cold.
The became is the linking verb.
Correct. Correct answer. Shivam. The ocean feels cold today.
Feels is the linking word.
Correct. Vamsi. The room remained quiet during the presentation.
Remained is answered.
Perfect. Well done. Well done. Moving on to the next exercise. Lekha. You have to fill in the blanks with linking verbs. The soup dash delicious.
The soup tastes delicious.
Fantastic. The soup tastes delicious. The soup is delicious. The soup tasted delicious. The soup was delicious. Whatever. All correct. Well done, Rekha. Spot on. Kirti. The weather dash warm today. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
The weather is warm today or the weather became warm today?
Both will do. Correct. Well
Yes.
done. Okay, Manisha. She dash a talented musician.
She is a talented musician.
Well done. She is a talented musician. Pallavi. The old book dash valuable.
The old book is valuable.
Perfect. The old book is valuable. Correct. Isha. The children dash tired after playing.
The children is tired after playing.
Try again, my dear. Children. Children is plural. So, What should you do?
The children are tired after
Yes,
playing.
yes, correct. Spot on. The children are tired after playing, or the children were tired after playing. Both the expressions will do. Okay, Seema, the solution dash clear to everyone.
Sir, the solution is clear to everyone.
Well done. Shivam, the leaves dash green in the spring.
The leaves are green in the spring.
The leaves are green in the spring is correct. The leaves turn green in the spring will also be correct. Well done. Okay, Vamsi. The house dash quiet at night.
The house remained quiet at night. The house is quiet at night. The house was quiet at night.
Well done, well done. Great, great. Perfect answer. Okay. Lekha. The news dash pleasantly surprising. Unmute yourself, my dear. Lekha.
The news is presently surprising.
Right. The news is pleasantly surprising. Well done. Kirti. The mountains dash majestic.
The mountains are majestic.
The mountains are majestic is correct. The mountains look
Yeah,
majestic
the
will be correct.
mountains
Appear.
seem majestic.
Yes, yes. Seem
appear.
majestic. Okay, okay. Right, right. Will do. Correct. Moving on to the next exercise. Manisha, you have to rewrite each sentence replacing the underlined word with a linking verb, right? Now, it's very simple. Very simple. I'll solve the first one for you. She felt nervous before the performance. In fact, I don't have to solve it. I'm sure you can replace that underlined or not underlined really. It is the boldened word. Boldened word by a linking verb. Rewrite the sentence by replacing the underlined word or the boldened word with a linking verb. Go ahead, Manisha. She felt nervous before the performance.
She was nervous before the performance.
Spot on, spot on. Well done. Pallavi, the aroma of the flowers was present.
The aroma of the flowers smells pleasant.
That's the
Oh.
question. Replace it. Replace was with some other word.
The aroma of the flowers smell pleasant.
Yes, but the word should be smelt. Smelt. S-M-E-L-T. Smelt.
Sorry.
Okay.
Smell.
Smelt.
Yes, past.
The aroma of the flowers smelt pleasant. Right? Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Well done. Isha, the ice cream tasted sweet.
The ice cream was sweet.
Well done. The ice cream was sweet is correct. Seema, he seemed confident during the interview. Seema,
Sir, he was confident during the interview.
spot on. He was confident during the interview. Shivam, the sky appeared cloudy.
The sky was cloudy.
Correct. Okay. Vamsi, the cake, by the way, smelled also is colloquially, in fact, the American version is smelled. So instead of saying smelt, you can even say smelled, okay? Like dreamed and dreamt. All right. Vamsi, the cake smelled delicious.
The cake was delicious. The cake is delicious.
The cake is delicious. The cake was delicious. Both will do. Here, probably was is more appropriate since this is past tense. Okay. Moving ahead. Lekha, the soup became cold.
The soup was cold.
The soup was cold is correct. You can also say the soup turned cold. Whatever. Correct. Well done. Okay, Kirti. The waves feel gentle against the shore.
The waves are gentle against the shore.
The waves are gentle against the shore is correct. You can also say the waves appear gentle
Waves
against the shore.
appear,
Both will do. Both will do. Not appears. Appear because we are dealing with plural.
appear, yes, waves.
We'll deal with plural and singular in closer details later. In fact, we have done it, but I'll tell you more about it. Okay. Manisha, The flowers looked vibrant in the sunlight.
The flowers were vibrant in the sunlight, or we can say the flowers shined vibrant in the sunlight.
Yes, the flowers appeared vibrant in the sunlight. The flowers were vibrant in the sunlight, or the flowers shone, S-H-O-N-E, shone. The flowers shone vibrant in the sunlight. Okay? All right. Moving on to the next exercise. Okay, Pallavi, you have to complete the sentence by filling in the blank with a suitable linking verb. The sunrise dash breathtaking.
The sunrise looks breathtaking.
The sunrise looks
Or
breathtaking.
the sunrise is breathtaking.
Both will do. The sunrise is breathtaking. Well done. Isha, his performance dash outstanding.
Its performance is outstanding.
Spot on. Seema, the cat dash playful.
The cat is playful.
Well done. Shivam, the news dash surprising.
The news was surprising.
The news was surprising. The news is surprising.
Yes.
Both will do. Both will do. Correct. Spot on. Okay, Vamsi, the room dash dark.
The room looks dark. The room was dark.
The room looks dark. The
The room-
room was
the room.
dark. Correct. Well done. Lekha, the painting dash beautiful.
The painting is beautiful.
The painting is beautiful. Correct. The food, Kirti, the food dash delicious.
The food is delicious. The food was delicious. The food smelled delicious. The food smells delicious.
All right. All correct. But do not say delicious. Say delicious. Don't say delicious.
Delicious.
Say delicious. The pronunciation is delicious.
Delicious.
Yes, I is kind of silent. Some people do say it, even some native speakers also say it, but a more acceptable pronunciation would be delicious. The food is delicious, right? All right. Okay, moving on. You're spot on, Kirti. Well done. Okay, Manisha. The situation dash complicated.
The situation was complicated, or the situation became complicated.
Well done, well done. Both correct. Okay. Pallavi. The results dash satisfactory.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible, dear. Go ahead.
The results are satisfactory, or
The
the results
results-
were satisfactory.
Correct, correct. Both correct. Okay. All right. Isha, the garden dash peaceful in the evening.
Garden looks peaceful in the evening, or garden is peaceful in the evening.
The garden is peaceful in the evening is correct. Both correct. Okay. Which was the first one that you said?
Garden looks peaceful.
Yeah, both
in
correct. Both correct. Well done. Well done. Very well done. Spot on. Okay, moving on. Now, one of you will have to take this exercise. Let me read this exercise. You have to fill it with is, are, was, were, am, etc., etc. Okay? And the one who will be answering this question, although, I mean, we'll have to have repeats over here because we have very few participants. So the ones who are solving will get their turn to solve it again very soon because we have very few participants now. All right. So, how many do we have today? Only 8. Only 8 of you. Well, somewhat disappointing to tell you the truth, but then 8 would mean you will get your chance to solve the full paragraph exercise quite soon. Today, who will be solving it? Manisha will be solving it. Manisha will be telling us what these words are. Let me read out this paragraph for you. Anupama dash a talented musician. Not musician. Say musician. Musician. Okay? Talented musician or musician. Musician is correct. Anupama dash a talented musician. She plays multiple instruments and her music always dash captivating. Last night, she dash performing at a local cafe, and the audience dash enthralled by her melodies. The atmosphere in the cafe dash electric as she sang her heart out. After the performance, people dash still talking about how impressive her music dash. Anupama's passion for music dash inspiring, and she dash dedicated to her craft. She truly dash a remarkable artist. This is not a very simple exercise, okay? Please be careful when you solve it, Manisha. Take your time. I give you 1 minute to cogitate over the problem. Tell me when you are ready.
Sir, I'm ready.
Okay, Manisha. Shoot.
Anupama is a talented musician. She plays multiple instruments and her music always is captivating. Last night, she was performing at a local cafe and the audience was enthralled by her melodies. The atmosphere in the cafe was electric as she sang her heart out. After the performance, people are still talking about how impressive her music was. Anupam, or we can use is also Anupama's passion for music is inspiring and she is dedicated to her craft. She truly is a remarkable artist.
Spot on, spot on, spot on. But just one thing, when you said still talking about how impressive her music was is better. Okay, was here is better, more appropriate. But you are spot on. Just one thing for you and for everybody else. These are the solutions. Manisha, read this out for us, right from the top to the bottom.
Fantastic. Every minute counts. Time once gone never returns. So never waste time. Practice regularly. Become pro speakers.
Great. And I apologize for the mistake in every minute counts. It has to be every minute counts. Okay.
Count.
Read it with greater energy, right from the top to bottom.
Okay. Fantastic. Every minute counts. Time once gone never returns. So never waste time. Practice regularly and become pro speakers.
Well done. Well done. That brings us to the end of the exercises, and we'll start with the spontaneous speeches now. Just one pronunciation issue that I want to take up with all of you. Indians and many other Asians, right, and some Europeans as well, they pronounce the word H-E-A-R-T as hurt. I have seen some of the senior people in bureaucracy and even in the corporate sector, even in the PSUs. They also make such mistakes. H-E-A-R-T is not to be pronounced as hurt or heart. It is heart, heart. If you are too American, then say heart. But heart is the normal pronunciation. Heart, it is not hurt. Remember, when you say hurt, it means that somebody is injured. H-E-A-R-T is not hurt, but heart. Heart. Always say heart. Okay? Another thing, when you use the word say, do not, for example, if I have to say that I spoke to Manisha, what do I say? I say Manisha these things. No, I say to Manisha these things is more correct. Always use the preposition to. Likewise, I listen Manisha. No, I listen to Manisha. Always use say and listen with the preposition to. I say to Vamsi, I say to Manisha, I say to Pallavi, I say to Isha, I say to Lekha, I say to Kirti, I say to Seema, I say to Shivam. Why did I take all the names? So that this learning gets reinforced. Likewise, I listen to Vamsi, I listen to Manisha, I listen to Pallavi, I listen to Isha, I listen to Lekha, I listen to Kirti, I listen to Seema, I listen to Shivam. To. It is never I say Manisha or I listen Manisha. No. Always use it with the preposition to. Another thing, there are certain exceptions. Now, this does not mean when I use the word tell, I will be using it with a preposition. For example, if I have to say, I tell Manisha, I will not say, I tell to Manisha. I will simply say, I tell Manisha. So, reinforcement. I tell Vamsi, I tell Manisha, I tell Pallavi, I tell Isha, I tell Lekha, I tell Kirti, I tell Seema, I tell Shivam. I hope the point is clear. Okay, with that said, let's have Shivam roll his sleeves up today. Shivam, hello. Can you say hello to me?
Hello, sir.
There you are. All fine.
Everything is fine, sir.
Good, very good. Now, your topic for the day is, Shivam, just give me a second, please. Yes, Shivam. Your topic for the day is one should learn from one's mistakes. One should learn from one's mistakes. One should learn from one's mistakes. Start.
Yeah, the topic is really good. Like, we all should learn from our mistakes because mistakes are the very best teachers to grow and to become better. So if we don't learn from mistakes, then we are not becoming better. We should always making mistakes because there should not be any fear in making mistakes. Just make mistake, but we should learn from it because mistakes has a lot of things to teach us, like what not to do again and what to do the next time to try something like different because that thing didn't work and like when I just listen this thing, like one should learn from mistakes. I can just think of the examination that I just gave for this job because like at the mock test I used to just make a lot of mistakes, a lot of silly mistakes. Actually, mistakes are of like different kind. There are blunders, they are like absolutely big, the biggest mistake that you can make, and they are just silly, so you don't have to just make those mistakes. And in mock test I used to just like make mistakes, but I just like kept giving mock test but not analyzing it, so my mistakes were not like reducing. So then I just kept myself still and like thought about like how can I just like learn from them and how should I just reduce my number of mistakes, because if I want to score better I have to be good at things, and mistakes must be minimum. So I just like tried and like there was self analyzation, and I just did those things to reduce my mistakes. I learned from my mistake, like what I was going wrong at. And uh, and there might be stories about like learning from mistakes, but I don't remember it right now because no story is just striking to my mind. uh, but but what I, but what can I say about like making mistakes? Uh, like we should not fear of like making mistakes. Like when we speak English, so we should be free, as sir teaches us that just make mistakes. Uh, like no matter what you do, just make mistakes, speak whatever you have, but speak in English, because speaking in that way will only make us the way we want to be. So like we can make tremendous mistakes in speaking English, but at the same time, like every time we should be like learning from those mistakes, not repeating the mistakes, because learning from mistakes means uh, like not repeating the same thing again, and uh, and improving by each mistakes. And like at the start, when we all start speaking in English, we make a lot of mistakes, and like slowly, gradually, everything changes and mistakes are less as compared to what we initially make mistakes, like in terms of numbers. So yeah, that's a thing. And I always wanted to just learn the swimming, but I never got the chance of like learning this swimming thing. Like when I tried like on my own, I failed, and I mistakenly just got myself like just what sunk. I think I'm using the wrong verb, but that's okay. And so in that area where there is danger, don't make mistakes because you can just risk your life. So at first, I like learn from like professional or learn like from someone like who knows things, and the things where you don't put self your uh, like where you don't put yourself at danger, you can just make mistakes. So making mistakes at different levels have like can have different aspect, because when we make uh, note or draft, and the file is just being sent to the minister level, so you don't have to be making mistakes, because you have to just like cross check it for like 3 times or 4 times, and just get your senior to just like cross check it again, because those mistakes are not like acceptable. So there are times where you are not allowed to make mistakes. Still, uh, still there are things, and we can always like go for improving ourselves, and always focusing on something which will give us like good result. And things like, I think my mind is going blank. I don't know like what to talk about making mistakes. But when I just like try to write about these things, I can just go and write, because in writing, like our mind is silent, a kind of like always processing the thing, and our hands are like on to just writing, and it writes. So in that manner, we can just go on and write about things. But when it comes to speaking on a different topic, it is a dreadful thing. Still, I am making mistakes, but yes, I'll learn.
Okay, your
And
time is over. Time is over. Give him a round of applause, please. Well done. Well done. Shivam, have you been well done? Have you been practicing?
so, like for the past 8 or 9 days, I have not practiced because I went hometown. So that's why.
I could sense it. I could sense it. Okay. Don't do this. These life will keep throwing challenges at you.
Yes,
Doesn't mean that you will be stopping your good work. Life is so full of turmoils that there will be some anxiety or other to trouble you. Deal with those anxieties and defeats head on. Deal with the twists and turns head on. Never miss practice. That is to say, never miss the goodies of life. Don't waste time. You must be composed. And sometimes, since we are human beings, we may lose our composure. We might just shout like any other person who is of ordinary intelligence, right? People who lose their temper. Anybody can behave like that, even those who are composed, who understand the futility of uh, much of the human emotions, most of the human emotions, even they lose control. They also get angry. They also get too joyous with things. They also may get irritated, frustrated. These things happen. We are human beings after all. But a man or a woman who understands the importance of composure will always try and get back to this middle path, that is composure, the balance. Neither be too joyous nor be too happy. Be in the middle. They call it santosh dhanam. Sukh, that is happiness, is not important. Santosh, that is satisfaction, is more important. Satisfaction is a sign of balance. So that balance is important, right? Don't be too perturbed by the difficulties of life. Don't be too happy with things if they go your way. Because if things are going your way, it doesn't mean that the things will continue to go your way. They're going your way for a while, but thereafter they'll again go against you. So be in the middle, be on that pedestal of balance, composure, sambhav, samabhav. Okay. So do not miss practice. That I must say, notwithstanding the fact that you have not been practicing, you did a relatively good job. Right. You did well. But I'm sure you are far, far better. You can do far, far better, much, much better. Right. But still, the performance has been pretty good, which shows that you are already a pro speaker, because even when the chips are down, even when you are not at your best, you are doing great. All right. So, what do your friends say? My team says, great performance, dear Shivam. I agree with my team. Lekha says, nice performance, Shivam. Not doing practice, still your performance was tremendously confident. Absolutely correct. Kirti says, you are fabulous. You are speaking frankly in a fantastic way. You are already perfect at articulating your thoughts in your speeches, and then there are loads of claps for you. Well, Kirti is spot on. Isha says, great performance. 2 thumbs up and one set of claps that together will form infinity. All right. Seema says, great job you did, Shivam. Wonderful speech. And then there's a lot of appreciation for you and best wishes for you. Manisha says, well tried, Shivam. There's a beautiful smiley. Overall, it was a nice performance. Again, a laughing smiley plus claps. Vamsi says, well done, Shivam. Great attempt. You spoke well, even after your long break. You have great confidence and you did a good job. I agree with Shivam. I agree with Vamsi. Shivam did a good job, despite the fact that he has not been practicing lately. Pallavi writes, wonderful performance, Shivam. Lots of claps and smiley, and that inverted conical cap from which colors are coming out. You have performed really very well, even though you said that you are not practicing. But you spoke with so much confidence. You are on the way of becoming a pro speaker. Agree with Pallavi. Pallavi is spot on. You are really sounding great, even though you're not practicing. Shivam says, thank you, everyone, and has sent namaskars. Okay. Now, the person who will be doing it next. Now, turns will come very quickly, okay? The one who will be doing it next will be Pallavi. Pallavi, be ready, my dear. Can you be on the screen? Pallavi. Can you say hello to me, Pallavi?
Hello, sir.
Right. Okay. Your topic is a beautiful sunrise. A beautiful sunrise. A beautiful sunrise. Shoot.
First of all, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. So the topic for today's spontaneous speech is a beautiful sunrise. Wow, it's a very beautiful topic. Sunrise. I have seen many times sunrise. How beautiful it is, I know. Like, but I also want to accept this fact that I usually don't get up that early in the morning that I see the sunrise day that I can see the sunrise daily because I usually get up late in the morning. So that's why I'm not able to watch the sunrise daily. But I know that, I don't. But I know that the beauty of sunrise is like so much captivating and has so much impression on me. Like whenever I have seen it, and the impression I have in my mind will always like the day when I every day I don't I as I say that I don't watch it every day, but on which day I saw the sunrise when I get up early in the morning, just go in my balcony and see the beautiful sunrise. The peace that comes in my mind and in my body at that time is just wonderful. It's just give me so much immense pleasure and peace in my mind, in my soul. It feels like that how beautiful the world is when I see that beautiful scene, the beautiful nature. Because you see that where we all live, the city with so much pollution, where there is noise everywhere, there's no peace anywhere, everyone is in hurry, everyone is in like in race of getting something, no one has time to like uh, to appreciate the beauty of the nature, to appreciate how beautiful our nature, our environment is. Everyone is like just want to go to the office, go their work, return to their place. What I can say that everyone is busy in making money or just like doing things. No one is like so much care about the beauty of the environment, the beauty of the nature. So I'm not saying that I'm doing it daily, because I have said it earlier that I don't see the beautiful sunrise daily, but it's like really good. And I'm remembering the this beautiful sunrise, that the scene I have that the scene that I have seen, and the scene is coming in my mind. The beautiful scenery is coming in my mind, which I have seen when I went to Nainital with my family and friends. With my family and friends, like 1 year back. It was really I have seen there. It was like really beautiful. The sun between the mountains was, it was just like it was just like the beauty. When I saw that, it gives me like how beautiful the nature is. The thing, the when I saw the sunrise in daily life, like in my balcony, it is different. But what I saw there is something different, and I just catch that beauty in my mobile. I just whenever I feel like pleasure and peace that I can't explain in words. It's just like it's give me uh, so much peace in my mind. I have like in the time I like in daily life, we don't I don't get time usually to see, to admire the nature, because what I see daily is the same thing, is the same pollution, is the same, like the traffic, the roads, the same thing I'm watching daily. So that 3 or 4 days that I spent in that beautiful place was really soothing for me. It was like I was free of tension in those 3 4 days. I was just looking the nature, just looking the beauty of nature everywhere. Because wherever I go and wherever the scene I see, it was like not regular scene. It was a scene that can be seen only in some places, because these are those places which are free from these pollution, these so much pollution and everything that is happening here in metropolitan cities. These are some cities like Nainital, Manali, which are like even in this time are free from these things. The beauty you can see in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, any place you go and anything, you see the beautiful lakes, the beautiful mountains, the beautiful sunrise, sunset, everything just give you so much peace and so much pleasure. You see that yes, you have come to a different world. This world is just different from where you are living. So this type of feeling, this type of feeling when you get by watching these things, is just different. And I really want to say that I really admire those days, and I want that these beautiful scenes I want to see more in my life. I want to go to such more places in my life, from where I can see the beauty of these beautiful scenes, the beautiful sunrise, the beautiful sunset. Like I have heard so much about the sunrise and the sunset at the beaches, like the Puri beach or any beach. I have heard so much about that. That the sunrise is very beautiful at the sea. So it is one of my dream that I want to see the sunrise and the sunset
Okay,
at the beach. Thank you, sir.
Pallavi, that should do. Sunrise, very well said. I mean, what do I say? So beautifully spoken. Well done. First of all, claps for you. Kudos. Uh, very well spoken. Lovely. Sunrise is also symbolic of a new beginning, right? No matter what kind of clouds have plagued one's life, there's always a future left. There's always a tomorrow. I heard a great sports person lose miserably in the ghastliest of fashion to an adversary who was supposed to be not so good. And when I asked her how, I mean, I shouldn't have asked her, I was also immature to have asked her. When I asked her, are you feeling bad? And she obviously said yes. And then she looked at me and said, but I still have something. I said, what? And she said, tomorrow. So, which means when everything is lost, please focus on my words. When everything is lost, tomorrow is still left, right? Repeat. Sorry for that. Mess up. When everything is lost, you still have tomorrow, right? Which means if you lose something this moment, you have the next moment to build up the things for you again. Do not be so disheartened about losing things in life so as not to be able to do good things for yourself in the future. Each one of us is a loser in many ways, and each one of us is victorious. Life is never full of victories. Life is never full of defeats. In fact, if you assess things by concentrating hard, if you do some self-introspection, you will see that there have been countless more defeats than victories in your life. And that applies to everybody. That applies even to the most accomplished person on earth, right? I heard the same sports person. She wasn't a famous, she didn't become a national level sports person. She played at the state, of course. She was an athlete, but she was a fighter and a good friend of mine. I'm not taking her name because it's not right to be taking names on this forum. So she taught me something great. She told me that when everything is lost, the future is still left. That's something that she said to me for the first time. And then she also said that no matter what, right, if you look back at your life, you'll find that there are many more defeats as compared to victories. No matter how successful one's life appears to be, if you look back, do some honest, truthful introspection, you will find that you have failed on more occasions than you have succeeded. So defeats are a part of life. You lose all the time. More often than not, you lose. And you win sometimes. So you have to lose 1,000 times. She told me this, so I'm repeating this for you. She quoted a grandmaster in chess, who said that you probably will lose 1,000 games before you begin to win. And she said, I probably will lose 1,000 races before I begin to win. And probably thereafter I'll lose another 1,000 races before I win the next one. So I'm willing to lose. So I still remember her, although we are not in touch anymore. She's a great friend from Kolkata. Then she, of course, shifted to Bangalore. Unfortunately, I don't have her whereabouts. I mean, I don't know her address or the contact details. Otherwise, I would certainly like to get in touch with her again. So she said some beautiful things, right? And I also remember her saying, and I quote this beautiful sentence from her repertoire of beautiful thoughts. Sometimes you will see the word, you will find the word loser being used in a derogatory sense. Only fools think that loser is a loser. Actually, the loser is victorious because the loser has learned from the loss and probably will work to get better. So let these stupid ideas which suggest that being loser is a bad thing not bog you down. You will lose. More often than not, you will lose. Be prepared to lose 1,000 times to get your victory. Then again, prepare to lose another 1,000 times to get the next victory. That victory is the result of your perseverance through the 1,000 defeats that come your way. So I end today's class by saying, being loser is a good thing. Being loser is a good thing. Thank you very much, my learned participants. It's been a true honor to be in touch with you. Vamsi, I see your claps. Thank you so very much for the appreciation. Take good care of yourselves, and we see tomorrow. Okay, before I close it, sorry. Pallavi has got some great appreciation from everybody, and those must be read. Pallavi deserves to be praised today for that beautiful speech. Okay. My team writes, stunning performance, dear Pallavi. Completely agree with my team. Shivam writes, absolutely excellent. And then there are fireballs coming your way, 3 of them. Don't worry not to hit you, but to salute you because you have done so well. Beautifully spoken on the beautiful sunrise. Well done. And remember, Pallavi, what I just told you about defeats and victories is about the essence of sunrise, right? So since you have made such a beautiful speech, just say this for the sake of everybody to remember, because I keep saying when a participant says it, it becomes a kind of a sentence in bold. Say it loud. I'll give you full screen before I read the messages. Just repeat what I'm saying to you, okay? Hear me out. When I give you full screen, say hello participants and then say this. Say, sunrise teaches you that there's a new beginning always. Sunrise teaches you that there's a new beginning always. Go ahead, shoot.
Hello everyone. Sunrise teaches you that there is a new beginning always.
Well done, well done. Okay, so moving on to the messages again. All right, so we have okay, so Shivam says, beautifully spoken on the beautiful sunrise. Well done. And there are lots of claps from Shivam's side. Shivam and Lekha, be on the camera, please. We are closing. Seema, be on the camera if possible, please, all 3 of you, because we'll be closing in 1.5 minutes. Seema says, what a wonderful speech is this. I just say excellent performance, dear Pallavi. Great. Lots of claps, lots of thumbs up, and lots of hearts for you, Pallavi. Lot of appreciation coming your way from Seema. Lekha says, such a beautiful speech, dear Pallavi, and there's a beautiful smiley with star eyes, okay? And smiling a lot. So happy. It is so happy. So your speech is as sweet as you are. Well said, well said. Lekha says, your speech is as sweet as you are. Very simple and very sweet and full of confidence. Agreed, Lekha. Well said, well said. Kirti says, you explained your topic very beautifully. Your speech became successful in sketching the mystic, beautiful scenery of the immortal sunrise. And again, you have a smiley coming your way with hearts. Okay. And then there are lots of claps and, well, a pair of kisses as well from Kirti's side. Okay. All right. Isha says, topic was really challenging, but you performed so beautifully. Wonderful, wonderful speech. Isha has then given you lots of namaskars and claps and thumbs up. Well, Isha is spot on. All right. Vamsi says, very well done, Pallavi. And then there are 3 exclamation marks for you. Your ability to speak so eloquently and spontaneously is truly impressive. Your ability to convey your ideas is praiseworthy. Vamsi is spot on, as always, as always. Pallavi, thank you, everyone. Manisha then says, I'm stunned, Pallavi. Your speech was rich in content and your confidence was remarkable. I'm inspired to look at sunrise differently after listening to you from your performance. And then there is this director's vision. And then you have already become a pro speaker. Lots of claps for you. Kudos to Pallavi and Shivam for today's speeches. Completely agree with what Manisha is saying. Sorry, this is Manisha saying, right? I'm stunned, Pallavi. Your speech was rich in content and your confidence was remarkable. I'm inspired to look at sunrise differently from your performance. By your performance, you have already become a pro speaker. Kudos to Pallavi and Shivam for today's speeches. Manisha is again right as always. Pallavi says, thank you so much, everyone, for your appreciation. It really means a lot to me. And there's a beautiful smiley. So before closing, let me tell you this. Remember the sunrise, right? It has to endure so many sunsets, or it has to endure hours of hiding before it emerges again. Symbolically telling you, you will have to endure thousands of defeats before you emerge victorious. Thank you very much. I repeat the sentence. Being loser is a good thing. Thank you so much. Good night and take good care of yourselves. Okay? Being loser is a good thing.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to you, Pallavi. Being loser is a good thing when you are persevering through your losses so that you can emerge victorious. Okay? That's what it means. Thank you so much. Take care. Good night. And I'll see you tomorrow.
So, once again, wish you a very happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Thank you,
Happy-
Kirti, and thank
Happy
you.
Teachers' Day, sir.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you,
Happy
everyone.
Teachers' Day.
Happy
Thank you.
Teachers' Day.
Thank you, Isha.
Happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Shivam. Thank you so much. So glad that all of you joined me today. And your wishes have, I've already said, touched my heart. Truly honored and humbled. And your wishes are so beautiful that I cannot tell you how happy and how blissful I am. When I read them, I can feel the music of my inner self playing, and I can actually hear the melodies up here somewhere in the ethereal parts of my mind. So thank you again for all the best wishes, all the beautiful things that you have said. Have a nice time. Take good care of yourselves. And yes, remember, you must get good sleep. Must get good sleep. Only a mind that rests well performs well. Take care. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow at 8.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
sir.
night. Good night, all.